Content warning. This series contains mentions of mental health issues, suicide, sexual abuse, and other sensitive subjects. This is your host, Andrew Pledger, and this is Surviving Bob Jones University, a Christian Cult.
I believe in the inspiration of the Bible, both the Old and the New Testaments, the creation of man by the direct act of God, the incarnation and virgin birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Hello, everyone. This is your host, Andrew Pledger, and this is an episode about the fashion design controversy. This happened in late 2021, early 2022, and this is part of the story that most people do not know. And for those who are not familiar with the fashion show controversy, I'm going to explain it a little bit. And I'm reading an article from the Baptist News, and it is by Rick Pidcock. And he did attend Bob Jones University at one time, and he writes articles about important things that happen in the evangelical world and things at Bob Jones University. And the article is titled, How a Student's Fashion Design Project Upset the Created Order at Bob Jones University. This article was published January 18th, 2022, and the article states, and I quote, "Let's call this controversy Rap Coat Gate. Trustees and administrators at Bob Jones University recently grew so alarmed over a rap coat designed by a student for a class project that they publicly called the student's work sacrilegious, blasphemous, dishonoring to Jesus, offensive, and egregious. While controversies such as this may appear to spin out of nowhere, they do not. Given the history and perspectives that have been woven into the fabric of BJU for decades, it was only a matter of time before a student in the fashion design department would pull the wrong strings." So what I want to say is a lot happened leading up to this. I can't remember who retweeted something from social media, but some influential person retweeted a picture of this fashion design student's coat that they made, and they were portraying Jesus in this fashion show. So I'm sure some of you in your mind who are familiar, okay, well, in that world, fashion is something for gay people or something that's very feminine, that people that are feminine, women are supposed to care about fashion, men don't. So again, that misogyny, that sexism, the patriarchy, just in their minds, remember, like mashing these two things together at Bob Jones, fashion and Jesus. That's a lot for the evangelical and fundamentalist world. But some person retweeted him, accused Bob Jones of being liberal, and just all these people got upset about it. And it just, oh my gosh, it was a mess. And really, their reaction to this really showed Bob Jones University's true colors. And what most people don't know is I had a part in this. And this isn't I mean, I did talk about this on the Preacher Boys podcast about this controversy and my role in it, but it's not in any articles anywhere because I don't think most people realize it. And there are people who can back me up. I can't name names, but all I can say is people who worked in the art department of Bob Jones University in late 2021, all of them know my role in it. They all know. So you can ask anyone in that department who worked at that time or who still works there from that time, my role in that. But let's talk about like the untold story. And for those listening, this is a Patreon bonus episode. And the thing is, my Patreons, they allow me to continue to do this work to help other survivors. So I would appreciate it if you could join my Patreon community. The link is in the bio of the show notes, and it's starting at only $3 a month. And you help me to do this work and help other survivors and give them a voice because I believe that every story really matters. Let's get into this Patreon bonus episode of Surviving Bob Jones University, a Christian Cult.